Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this May the 13th, 2024. I'm hoping everybody had a great Monday out there so far. Everybody has a great Monday evening. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be talking about your forecast for Tuesday and Wednesday. Also, the weather radar currently across the nation. Also, the Watches Warning Advisory map. Also, the Storm Prediction Center overview, the storm reports that came in, and the fire weather forecast for today. And also the Storm Prediction Center outlook for your Tuesday. And we might take a sneak peek at Wednesday's forecast as well. So stick around to the entire video. Do not miss a beat of this forecast. If you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Smash that subscribe button today. Also like these videos, share these videos, and let's go ahead and get the show on the road here, folks. Alright, you can see here we got showers and storms up here in portions of eastern Canada, stretching down in the southeastern portion, all the way over toward Nova Scotia, down into Maine, down to Rhode Island, Connecticut, and New York State, Delaware, D.C., the Carolinas, Florida, including the Atlantic coastal waters, the Gulf of Mexico, back to Mississippi, Alabama, also Louisiana, Arkansas, Missouri, Illinois, back up to Michigan. More thunderstorms and showers are reported of southern Canada, stretching back to Montana, through the Dakotas, Minnesota, down to Kansas, Colorado, Utah, Nevada, and California region as well. A few pockets in Arizona and New Mexico, and also in Texas. Alright, in the red slashed area, we're reporting the panhandle of Florida over towards the northeast, northern portion of Florida. Some heavy rain and flash flooding possible. Mixed precipitation over here, portion of Montana to Idaho to Wyoming, down to Colorado, New Mexico, and portion of Utah. Otherwise, dry high pressure in charge of the remainder of Canada through Wisconsin, through Iowa, down toward Texas, back to the Gulf of California, also to Washington, Oregon State, down into Mexico, Yucatan Peninsula, Jamaica, Cuba, and portions of the Bahamas. All of this activity is for your Tuesday, May 14th. Alright, here's your Wednesday forecast. Now, as you can see, we got shower activity up here around Newfoundland, New Brunswick, the Maine, southeast Canada, all the way through New York State, down toward Delaware, to Ohio, back into Tennessee. Thunderstorms and showers from the Carolinas all the way up toward Maryland, D.C., down into the eastern Carolinas as well, the coastal waters, portion of northern Bahamas, Florida, back into the Gulf of Mexico, also into Louisiana, back to Texas, back to New Mexico, Arizona, to Wyoming, through the Dakotas, also up toward the U.S.-Canadian border, along the North Dakota border, Minnesota, and also around the Great Lakes region, northern Michigan and Wisconsin region. Also, we have mixed precipitation over here in portion of Wyoming, also Montana, through Idaho, and also into Colorado and New Mexico, and some shower activity up here around Montana and the U.S.-Canadian border. Otherwise, dry high pressure in charge of much of Canada through portion of Washington, Oregon State, portion of Montana, through Dakota, through California, Gulf of California, Mexico, South Texas, Yucatan Peninsula, Jamaica, Cuba, portion of the Bahamas, from portion of South Carolina, Georgia, all the way back up to Michigan. All of this activity is for your Wednesday, May 15th. Alright, here's the radar currently across the nation as of 7:44 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. We got showers and storms over southeast Canada, stretching back into New York State, back to Michigan, also Indiana, also into Illinois, also into Iowa, down to Missouri, down to Texas, Louisiana, all the way back to Florida, including the Carolinas as well, and also portion of Virginia and West Virginia. We have some special marine warning along coastal area. We have a tornado warning that popped up in that red. It has allowed to expire. We have some severe thunderstorm warnings in Louisiana, flash flood watches in the green, and also for severe thunderstorm warnings and special marine warning across South Texas. Alright, we got more activity over toward also in back in Arkansas, also in Oklahoma, Nebraska, back up toward Iowa, and also Missouri, Illinois, and more scattered activity over toward Montana, back to Washington State, also in the Nevada, California, all the way down to New Mexico, Colorado, Arizona, Utah. We got a severe thunderstorm warning ongoing over here in portions of Idaho. Alright, let's move on to the Watches Warning Advisory map for you're locating across the nation. Alright, you can see we got some air quality alerts up here in portions of Wisconsin, back in the southern portions of Minnesota, and also northern Iowa. Frost advisory over northern Wisconsin, also northeast Minnesota. Special weather statement for you guys here in Iowa, also in the Montana, North Dakota, one area. There's that severe thunderstorm warning over Iowa, and also some flood warnings also in effect there as well for Idaho and to Nevada. A wind advisory over one county there in Washington State. some air quality alerts down here in a portion of Arizona. Flood watches here in the green from Texas over to Louisiana along the Gulf Coast, southern Alabama to northern Florida. Ongoing aerial flood advisory for portion of southern Georgia, northern Florida, special weather statements there as well. Same up in portion of Indiana. I mean, not Indiana, Illinois, excuse me. Flood warning also in effect for northeast Illinois. Also, we have river flood warning still for Iowa, also into Illinois, Kentucky, Tennessee, Arkansas, portion of Texas and Louisiana, and also along the Gulf Coast. We have a tornado watch and severe thunderstorm warning from southern southern Mississippi, Louisiana, back into South Texas, with ongoing severe thunderstorm warnings there as well. Special marine warnings in the coastal water with gale warnings and small craft advisories there. Same from the Outer Banks of North Carolina to the east coast of Florida, small craft advisory, gale warnings as well. Same over here from flood warning, flood advisory there as well. And Alaska, we got small craft gale warnings there as well. Storm warning, winter storm warning, winter weather advisory to the west, and special weather statements there also. Alright, now let's move on to the Storm Prediction Center overview. Alright, this you can see here's the activity out west. Here's the activity down across the Gulf Coast. Pretty much moving in the eastward position with ongoing severe thunderstorm warnings in that vicinity. We had an enhanced risk from portion of southeast Texas to Louisiana, southern Mississippi. Marginal risk from Florida back up to Missouri, back into that slight risk area from the Big Bend to the panhandle of Florida, all the way back into central Texas, northern Louisiana as well. Current watches, these are the current watches in effect. Severe thunderstorm watches in effect for South Texas, southern Louisiana, eastern Texas, and also portions of southern Mississippi. Discussion. This here watch is unlikely. They just talking about the current watch here. Storm report this afternoon. We had 4 tornado reports. One took place up here near Missouri, one in Louisiana, or 2 in Louisiana, and one over here in portions of the panhandle of Florida. Alright, we had wind reports. Wind reports was 71. 4 of them was high. We had some wind reports in Idaho, over here in portions of Utah, up toward the Illinois region, also in the port of Arkansas, South Texas, South Louisiana, southwestern Mississippi, the panhandle of Florida, southern areas of Alabama and northern Florida there as well. Hail report, we had 24. One of them was large. We had one here in Florida. The other ones took place over across South Texas. Total number 99. Would not be surprised to see a few more. Well, may go well over in the 100. Fire weather looks a-okay. Alright, here is the outlook for your Tuesday. We have a marginal risk in the green from Wilmington to Charlotte to Nashville to Jackson to Birmingham, Atlanta to Columbus down toward Mobile, also toward Tampa and New Orleans. Orlando, excuse me. And we have a slight risk for you guys in Jacksonville to Tallahassee and also over toward Dalton, Alabama. Also Albany, Georgia. Also Gainesville, Alabama as well. Alright. General thunderstorms elsewhere from Burlington, New York to Springfield, Missouri to New Orleans, Louisiana. Now there we go. Raleigh, North Carolina included as well. Virginia Beach up to Washington, D.C. Alright, from Bismarck, North Dakota to Great Falls, Montana, all the way to Ely, areas of Nevada to Fresno, California, all the way to Albuquerque, New Mexico. General thunderstorms that was in those vicinity. Tornado probability pretty much from Wilmington to Charleston to Savannah, over toward Dalton. You're in the 2% risk. If you're in Tallahassee, also over toward Jacksonville, 5% risk for a tornado. Damaging winds pretty much from Charlotte to Columbia to Charleston to Wilmington to Savannah to Columbus, Georgia, also over to Atlanta, Georgia, Birmingham, Alabama, Mobile, also down to Orlando and Tampa. And there's that Dalton, Tallahassee, and Jacksonville, 15% for damaging winds. Large hail, pretty much just 5% from Tallahassee, Jacksonville to Columbus to Atlanta, Columbia, Charleston, Nashville, and Jackson, Mississippi. And we're going to take a look at at alright, here is we have a marginal risk for the Eastern Carolinas, also down across Central Florida, from Melbourne to Orlando to Tampa, then from Lubbock to Amarillo to Liberal to Woodward area, and general thunderstorms elsewhere from Washington, D.C. to Roanoke to Charlotte, Columbia, Savannah, down toward Tallahassee, Atlanta, same from Fort Stockton all the way up to Minneapolis, Minnesota. For severe weather on Wednesday, the probability will be about 5% in those areas. There they are across the Carolinas, Florida, Texas, Oklahoma, and portions of Kansas and southeastern areas of Colorado. Alright, well, hope everybody enjoyed this video. Everybody continue to stay safe and well. So enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you got. Like these videos, share these videos, consider subscribing if you have not. We'll catch you back in the next video. So have a wonderful, wonderful Monday evening, folks. Take care.